Everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they square off against the #1 pick, Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so...
And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
Getting ready to go as they take the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45.
They're a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's up across.
Knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And Nikhil Griffin in on the stop defensively.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple of foot.
Here they get him behind the line. Here's Murray. Here as he's...
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and the possession is there. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down. Turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. Forward to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And Dixon has it. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now this one complete down. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Murray. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one in the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy. The first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got 6 left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. We send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We begin with a good one out in Southern California. Tampa Bay taking on the LA Rams. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Todd Gurley, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far, with a touchdown run as well. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting Jags out in front. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass.
They just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best.
Now, our ball. I mean, I don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Complete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this. And that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Left side complete to Lockett. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie picks up his 2nd.
Phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Works on him. We'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different. No matter want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting
Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw is Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will not be denied. Over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And in 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a
about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes the 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie able to
about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Harder to move it.
Now Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Again, Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more.
That's right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Throw that congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Holding offense.
And they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Murray now. Looks to throw, fine to it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Hey, zero.
Throwing now is Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Wilson to throw. And Dixon has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's Wilson.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's back to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. He'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.